Of the Caryville Mayor and Board of Aldermen to order, call the roll, please.
Mr. Patrick Beasley.
Here.
Mr. Eric Jones.
Here.
Mr. Eric Smith.
Here.
Ms. Beth Lawson. Ms. Vicki Heatherly. Mr. Lloyd Lawson.
Here.
Mayor Stixberry.
Here, we do have a quorum. Mr. Warren, would you say our opening prayer for us, please, sir?
Okay. Dear Heavenly Father, as we bow in your presence, we thank you for this day. We thank you for the many blessings of life, for the liberties you give us, Lord, in all the aspects of life, God. Watch over all of us, lead, guide, direct, and protect those that are sick and afflicted in body, those maybe death has come to their homes, visit their homes, comfort them, dear Heavenly Father. Watch over the city officials tonight, give them wisdom, knowledge, dear Heavenly Father, to carry out their duties. These favors we ask in your name. Amen.
Thank you, sir. All right. About a few minutes to look at the minutes of the prior meeting, if you haven't already. Everybody has a chance to look at them, let me know if we need any additions, subtractions, changes, or we can proceed.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes. Everybody's had a chance to look over them.
Okay. Do I hear a second?
I see.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, motion carries. All right. Citizens input. Anyone like to address the board? Okay. All right, communication from the mayor. Well, starting out on a sad note, I guess you all know that we lost Robin Thanksgiving morning. Robin was a 25-year employee of the city, 25-year library director, and like I said when I talked to Jim Freeman, above all, Robin was a friend to everybody. Everybody loved Robin. Robin she done a lot for the library, modernizing the library. She started getting the string quartet, or whatever you want to call it, from Knoxville to come to play for the children. I think she started some of the story time for the children. Robin loved the library. She loved the city, and she will be sorely, sorely missed. But like I said, above all, Robin was a friend to everybody. Everybody loved her. So, also, you know, Christmas is coming on us and coming on us fast. Hope everybody has a fine Merry Christmas. Everybody has a good time. Santa Claus brings you everything you want. So, that's all I got.
Mayor, I want to add something.
Yes, sir, go ahead.
Sue Evans, she's passed too.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that, Lloyd.
That's Warren's sister.
I'm sorry. I forgot about that. I'm sorry, Warren. I forgot about that. I'm sorry. But yeah, Sue was a prior council member. She was, and I'm sorry, that slipped my mind. Yeah, Sue would call me along, you know, see how the city was going and how everybody was. She still had an interest in the city. She would call me every so often. But like I said, she was a good one too. And it's like tragedy comes, wrong time of year sometimes. But our condolences to you, Warren.
I appreciate it.
Okay, thank you, Lloyd. I forgot that. I'm sorry. All right, financial report.
For the month of October 2019 in our general fund. I'm sorry, I got the wrong one. For November 2019 of general fund, we have $800,975.52. Reserve for rainy day fund is $200,000. In our fire protection fees, we have available $131,354.63. Our adjusted general fund balance is $469,620.89. In our State Street Aid Fund, we have $40,766.21. In our industrial fund, we have $22,494.88. In our drug fund, we have $24,124.85. Our revenues for the month of November is $140,465.98. Our expenditures were $166,840,000.73. And that leaves us with a difference of $26,374.75. But remind you, for that difference, we also bought the Ford new truck for the police department, the responder, and that was $34,000. And it would have been maybe $7,000 to do it.
Plus we pay a lot of insurances and all that stuff too.
Yeah, we did pay a lot of insurance.
Okay, which are bi-yearly.
Yeah, workman's comp.
Okay, and we should be somewhere around 44% of the budget, and we're at 41, so we're right on target. Okay, do I hear a motion to approve the financial report?
Make a motion.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? All right, reports from council members, Mr. Lawson.
Street and sanitation department for the month of November and December. Picked up 46 ton of garbage, 3 ton of recycling, 16 ton of brush, 500 pound of leaves. Picked up brush throughout the city, leaves throughout the city. Cut trees on East Maple Street, cleaned up the fallen tree on Mountain Road, put up Christmas lights, and repaired the road on Walnut Street with gravel. And I've got one other thing I'd like to. I got some quotes on the repairs of the, I guess it fall under road business, but over at the Housing Authority, the project, I got some quotes here. I talked to Mitch Loomis, and he's going to check with the Housing Authority people and see if there's some state money that they can get.
Okay.
And he's going to be in contact with Teresa. So I'd like to postpone this till then, and then we can go from there on that.
Okay.
These quotes are pretty expensive.
Okay. Well, we'll exhaust all avenues of other funding.
Right, if he can get us some money, if they can get us some money and maybe, go in a haze on it, then we can maybe just do a complete job on that.
Okay.
Because some of these quotes, like I say, are pretty expensive.
Okay.
So
Okay.
we'll just
All right.
wait till next week.
Okay. All right, thank you. Do you have the library report? That's all, well, if you want to, go ahead, Eric, police department, while you do that.
Caryville Police Department monthly report for November of 2019 involved 411 calls, involving 24 arrests, 22 arrests, 24 accidents, 19 drug arrests, 40 citations, involving 3 DUIs, with 11 arrests coming from outstanding warrants. And the officers for the last month patrolled a total of 9,719 miles.
Had a busy month. Good month.
Which is not good. Which is not good in the police department.
No, that's true. That's getting off the street. Patrick, library report, buddy?
All right, with the library report. Items checked out, we had 885. Items checked in, 816. 415 ebooks checked out. 7 new patrons were added. We added 109 new items, deleted 4 items, and had 189 computer users for the month. We loaned 9 items to other libraries. We borrowed 20 from other libraries. Had 3 programs with an attendance of 60, and the total library attendance was 519.
Okay, thank you, sir. Eric, fire department, sir?
Fire department report for the month of November was 1 house fire, 1 trash fire, 1 smoke alarm or fire alarm, 4 auto accidents, and 1 elevator life story for a total of 8 calls.
All right, thank you, sir. Do I hear a motion to approve all reports as presented?
Make a motion.
I'll say.
Discussion? All in favor say aye. Any opposed? Okay. All right. Any old business?
Do we have a report from the code enforcement?
No, sir.
Okay.
All right, new business. Number one on the list, we've already, Mitch was here at 5:30, we took care of that at the public hearing. Number two, council discussed second reading of ordinance number 2019-06, short-term rentals. Mr. Bullock.
Yes. We went over this last week and we wanted to, I noticed a few just really typographical errors. It said city and it should have said town and stuff like that. And so I went back and changed the formatting, or changed those words, and then that's the only thing that was changed. And I also changed the numbers, because we took this one from, I think, Pigeon Forge or something. And this was their ordinance 500, as you can see, changed that to where it says Article 1, Section 101, and it just goes down the list from there. And so that's the only thing that has changed since we met last month. Does not seem like that, it's been a month ago, but it has been, so.
All right, Eric, did you have a question earlier?
Tom, Teresa, just make sure that we're not inspecting for anything like the fire department's not inspecting for carbon monoxide detectors, smoke detectors, or nothing.
Nope, not that I'm aware of. We'll have to make our own little application form, because the one from Pigeon Forge, as you can imagine, is
Right.
project overkill, and I think they charge a lot more money for an application when they're doing inspections and stuff like that. But, you know, we're not there yet, I don't think, to need those things. I think my personal opinion is we probably ought not be involved in that.
That was my question. I want to make sure that we are not
Right, yeah, I don't know.
sending anyone from the city out to inspect.
It's not getting inspected in any way. They just have to get this permit and pay a fee, basically, and then do it that way.
With even doing it that way, is there gonna be a way to set to, I don't know what he's saying, don't want us to be out there and checking it, but they're gonna be required to have an inspection.
No,
With
the
their
way
fire-
that,
With their fire extinguisher.
I think, my recollection is from the previous meeting, it wasn't last month, it was probably a few months before that, is most of these are done through an Airbnb or something like that, and I think I don't know, but I think there's precautions set in there that they have to show that they have proper safety measures. For $50, it's not worth the risk reward for us to go in and do these inspections, because nothing would keep them from, ripping out or not changing the batteries for 3 years or whatever. So if they, that would be a lot of burden for a small municipality like us to do. We just want to bottom line is, I think we want to make sure that we're getting the proper tax revenue from these sales, if people are going to operate from it, because, we get the revenue from the hotels, the Hampton Inn and stuff like that. So if people are doing this, then they need to come get their permit like everybody else and pay their taxes. And I don't know, but I think a lot of times they may automatically include that they'll just pass it on to the consumer. And so it'll be to be determined how well we can do with collections on that. But I think most people will, if we know of somebody that's doing an Airbnb or something in the city limits and they don't have a permit, then I can just send them a letter and say, hey, you're supposed to get a permit, just a real friendly ordeal. You got 10 days to do it. And if they don't do it, then we can take the next step.
And Airbnb will hold their guidelines to require.
As far as I know, I don't personally have an Airbnb. I've stayed at them, but I don't stay at them in places around the world, but I don't know what those guidelines are as far as what safety precautions that they have to have. I assume they're there. I think the discussion was, I know Jordan does it personally. He personally does an Airbnb, so we might be able to ask him. But as far as me sitting here saying, hey, they gotta have, adequate smoke detectors and stuff in their house, I can't in good faith say that, because I do not know.
Okay. All right, any other questions for Brad? Okay. Do I hear a motion, we pass on second reading, ordinance number 2019-06, short-term rental policy?
There's a third reading on this, right?
No, just two.
Just file on that.
Just two.
I'll make a motion.
Do I hear a second?
I'll second.
Discussion.
Okay.
Yeah, discussion.
Discussion, I am.
Police chief, fire chief, input. This is just as much into this as it's gonna be anybody.
They was, the thing Teresa showed me had it wasn't an inspection, it was just making sure they had like fire extinguishers, smoke alarms, and smoke alarms, the homeowner, it's their responsibility to have the smoke alarms up. And that's the only thing that, I didn't care to go over there and make sure they had them up, but, if it says we wouldn't do inspections, that's fine with me. That's the only thing I got.
The only problem we've had over there is the parking. Seem to be a lot of calls coming in for people parking on the road. They've all been cooperative with us, I mean, they've moved, but that's the only complaint we've had as far as anything, no noise or anything like that, but just as far as the parking area. That's all we've got on.
I guess in our application, like site plan, we can put down like driveway, how many vehicles could be allowed.
Where do we stand in getting that to put in place?
That would be in the application itself with all the other information that they would have to have.
And we looked at the other day.
When they come in and obtain an application, that packet would tell them everything that they need to submit, including their city and county business license. And there's actually some more pages in there that I didn't print them off, I'm still working on. One is like for office only use, just to check everything that they have that they brought in. Make sure they're in good standing, if they are a business entity with the state.
And we still gotta pass this application before it can be used.
I think we do need to have this in place.
As a separate, we can pass the ordinance, but we come back and do the,
And do the
and do
application.
the application after it's,
I think so, yeah.
after it's worked out.
I think so.
Okay,
'Cause
all right,
That being said, take consideration to parking and like Eddie said with fire.
okay. All right, so we'll pass the ordinance as is, but we'll work on the application and we'll vote on it. I think one time probably good on it, I think. But we'll work on it and get it sent. All right, any other questions? Any other discussion? Call a roll, please.
Mr. Patrick Healy?
Yes.
Mr. Eric Jones?
Yes.
Mr. Eric Smith?
Yes.
Ms. Beth Lawson? Mr. Lloyd Lawson? Mayor Stixberry?
Yes, motion carries. All right, number 3 or number 2, we had talked, appraisal of land, which that is industrial land. We had talked earlier or before about having the land reappraised. We've not had reappraised in, I don't know how many years it's been since our industrial property has been appraised. I would like permission from the council to seek some, I don't know if it had to be somebody locally do it, or it had to be somebody from Knoxville to do it. Adam, what's your suggestion on industrial, have our industrial property reassessed?
I mean, I don't see why you, as long as it's not a conflict of interest, I don't see why you couldn't use whoever you wanted to.
Somebody local be fine,
Yeah,
right?
just somebody that's knowledgeable. I mean, probably somewhere between here and Knoxville, probably okay.
Okay.
Somebody who's familiar with the area, probably wouldn't want to use somebody out of Missouri or something like
Yeah.
that, obviously, but.
I was thinking, somebody that, some people, they specialize in just regular residential, commercial.
Right.
I was thinking somebody that would have some industrial input. Like I said, I don't
Yeah.
know.
Is that something you advertise bids on, or is it, do you think it's all cheap enough we don't?
Probably wouldn't hurt to go ahead with it, Adam, just to advertise
I
for,
think advertise for it and.
appraiser.
Yeah, I don't know, how many acres we're talking. Is it appraising just the existing land?
Yes, there's
or-
existing park up there. It's not been appraised in years,
Yeah.
years and years, hasn't David?
And we're just appraising the land we still own, right?
Correct, yes, it's just the land that we have that's not been sold. There's probably,
Not the ones where businesses already are?
no,
Just
no,
vacant
no,
land.
no,
Yeah.
just the.
That's what, 30 acres?
No, there's about 40 some acres, just the empty land that Caryville still owns. Just to see, just give us a ballpark figure, cause, it's been a long time.
But since it's been officially appraised, it's been appraised through whatever system they use through the state of Tennessee, I guess.
A long time ago.
Yeah. Okay. Probably need to open it up for, advertise it for bidding or whatever.
Okay, that'd be good. Is that in form, you gauge that in form of motion?
I'll make it as a motion, we advertise for bids for an appraiser for the industrial park.
Okay. Fair second.
I'll second.
Any discussion?
Well, we don't have more land than Johnny McGee, do we?
No, it's empty. I mean, it's full, excuse me. No, it just be up there. Is that all? Okay. All right, any other discussion? Call roll, please.
Mr. Patrick Peatly?
Yes.
Mr. Eric Jones?
Yes.
Mr. Eric Smith?
Yes.
Mr. Lloyd Lawson?
Yes.
Mayor Stixberry?
Yes. Motion carries. Brian, did you have anything before we adjourn, sir? I think you did.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Just want to say a few things about the police department. Truly appreciate everything they're doing. Each and every one of them has done a fantastic job. Just gonna go over just a few little things. Aaron had to leave out, I was gonna mention him, a few weeks ago. Had a call, looking for a couple females in the car, had left an area. He located them, ended up getting a large amount of meth, 68.5 grams, which is a large bag of meth, some heroin, some other narcotics. Fantastic stop, and it's a large amount. I'll go on and say, like I said, every one of them's done a fantastic job. But tonight, I want to show my appreciation for Officer Daniel Garrett, his outstanding achievements and dedication to the Caryville Police Department. The last 7.5 months, the time he's been employed here at Caryville, he's gone above and beyond that I feel needs to be recognized. He's answered 941 calls, completed 564 traffic stops, and given 149 citations. He's made 110 arrests, 58 of those being drug arrests. And he's arrested 13 on outstanding warrants, 5 DUIs. Also in October, he made an arrest with an individual, had 7 outstanding warrants on him, as well as recovered a stolen ATV. And as well, during this time he's been here, he has brought in a total of 86.91 grams of meth. One traffic stop in November alone bringing in 51.5 grams. And also bringing in $1,618 in cash. Just truly appreciate him and his department. Most people don't understand the stress that we face on a daily basis. There's a lot of negativity towards police officers lately that I feel need to share the good news as well. We don't do this job for the money. We do this job to protect and help others. I want all these guys to know how much I truly appreciate them and everything they do for Caryville. So here's a plaque for Daniel. This plaque states, in appreciation to Officer Daniel Garrett for his outstanding achievements and dedication to the Caryville Police Department and the Caryville community, for Chief Brian Keaton and Caryville Police Department. Here you go, sir.
Good job, man, good job. All right, do I hear a motion, we adjourn? Do I hear a second? All in favor, say aye. Okay, we got a beer board. You want to take 5, you want to go ahead and do it up, do it. All right.
Give me another sweet call.
Okay. I'd like, you ready? Okay. I'd like to call the annual December meeting of the Caryville Beer Board to order. Call the roll, please.
Mr. Patrick Cleveland.
Here.
Mr. Eric Jones.
Here.
Mr. Eric Smith.
Here.
Miss Beth Lawson. Miss Vicki Heatherly. Lloyd Lawson. Mayor Tewksbury.
Here, we do have a quorum. This is our annual beer permit review. We have 7 permits. I'll read them off. El Rey Azteca Mexican Restaurant, TA Truck Stop, Rocky Top Market number 919, PFJ Southeast, doing business as Pilot Travel Center 1577, Dollar General Store 14511, Quick Stop Market and Deli, and Pioneer Shape. Chief, have you had a chance to review these permits? Have we had any issues?
We've not had any issues. I think they've all doing what they're supposed to be doing.
Is everyone,
I've had no problem with anybody. The only one that hasn't paid yet is State Line Liquor.
okay,
They have until January 1st.
okay.
Yeah, it'll-
So everyone else has come in and done that?
Everybody else has paid, and some of us already signed their application also.
Okay, all right, good.
The only thing that we need to do is witness and then have 3 council members approve.
Okay, all right. All right, so everything's good, chief? No problems at all?
Like, good.
All right. Do I hear a motion that we grant those 7 beer permits for another year?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Discussion? Call the roll, please.
Mr. Patrick Beasley?
Yes.
Mr. Eric Jones?
Yes.
Mr. Eric Smith?
No.
Mr. Lloyd Lawson?
Yes.
Mayor Tewksbury?
Yes, motion carries.
They're never here. That's the only issue I've got with any of them. They want the business, they don't want to come their time. I can gripe with that. I need to stand for it, baby.
Same thing last year, I believe, I think. Nobody showed up.
Yeah.
Go get my note.
Okay.
I'm gonna start handing these out, and y'all can.
All right, do I hear a motion to adjourn the beer board?
Make the motion.
Do I hear a second? All in favor, say aye. All right, thank you all. All right, don't run off. You gotta have 3 of them to sign.